my name is Annalene and today I'm going to be crocheting a headband for my friend. This is going to be a chill, relaxing crochet and chat. I'm just going to start off this project. I will talk about what I've done this weekend, things that have been on my mind, and you can just sit back and relax and watch this little project unfold. I am going to be making a headband for my friend, which poses a little bit of a problem because I don't know the size of my friend's head. And I know that my head is very small, like genuinely, like very small. So I don't know what I should do with that. I think that I should be fine if I make it just a little bit bigger than what I would make it for me. But I have genuinely no idea how, like, what the size is of a regular head and if my friend has a regular head, you know. So we'll see how that goes. I guess I can just make it, let her try it on, and then if necessary I can always adjust it, which is the beauty of crocheted and knitted things. You can always make changes. I'm not following any pattern. I just saw a video once by someone that I've known for a very long time who like made a little tutorial video on YouTube which looked very easy, and that video is not online anymore, unfortunately, but I think I remember how to do it, and I might make a second one after this for a family member, which would be a little Christmas gift. So I won't be telling you who it would be for, but yeah, I think it would be nice to make this a little Christmas gift as well for a relative. I'm staying vague. It's Sunday morning and I feel like I still have a little bit of a puffy I just woke up face. That's okay. I mean, I don't make these videos to like appear differently from what I actually am like. So, and in the morning I have a very puffy face. Okay, so this seems like, yeah, this is almost the size of my head. So I guess I will add on like maybe 10 chains and hopefully that'll be wide enough, I guess. I'm not counting. I am not counting at all, so I don't know if this is 10. But let me just see. Yeah, this is like, if I stretch it, this is around my head size, so I guess I will now add another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me just see what that is like. Yeah, if I stretch this, there's like a considerable extra. Yeah, so it's a little bit big on me. I think this will be fine. And now I'm just going to double crochet across a couple of times. I think this should be a very fast project. I think I can probably do this in maybe an hour or something, which I like. I don't mind if projects take long, but I also like it when they don't. So, and for this project I am using yarn that I found at the thrift store like months ago. I just couldn't really find a project that I would like for this yarn, but I think that this would be perfect for my friend because she wears a lot of dark colors, lots of blacks and dark blues, so I hope that by seeing this I don't spoil who this friend is, because I don't think that they would watch this video, but they might, and other friends probably would, and they would probably figure it out, But please, if you know who this is for, don't tell them. They will find out soon enough. I'm using a 4mm hook, which seems to be perfect because I want this to be relatively, you know, tight. Also, I've been playing Legend Arceus. You know, I first started playing it in my last vlog, which you can watch if you would like. And it's such a good game. I really like it. It's very calming for some reason. The aesthetics I really like. I know that the graphics aren't like the best, but genuinely, I don't care about that. Like, I only care about whether I like the game and whether I like the vibe of the graphics, and I do. I don't think it looks very bad. I mean, it could look better, that's for sure, but I think the graphics like suit the game really well. I really like that we went back in time, that we don't have that much technology. We only have the phone, which is very useful to use as a map and find the quests and stuff. But I really like that we have to just write things down in a notebook and that we don't have like talking Pokédex or stuff like that. It just, I don't know, it kind of feels a little bit like Animal Crossing in that regard. Like, you just do these little tasks, you talk to people, you get to know the Pokemon. It has, like, for me, it's like as if Animal Crossing was a Pokemon game, but you didn't have to decorate, which was the thing that I disliked the most about Animal Crossing. Like, I'm such a bad decorator. I don't care about what my house looks like or what the island looks like. I just like to collect things. So I would like go around collecting all of the bugs and fish and stuff like that so that I could fill up the museum, but I wouldn't really care about like what items were in the shop. And that's kind of what you have to do in Legends Arceus. It's just like you have to collect the Pokemon, you have to battle them, which is just like any other Pokemon game, but it's just the main focus is actually Pokédex. Like, there's no gyms. I mean, there are like big battles that you have to do, but everything feels very natural and you can take so much time to do them. Like, I think I've been playing for like 3 or 4 hours and I'm still very, very early on in the game. Like, I'm still in the tutorial, which is a little bit annoying because I just want to do whatever I please. But unfortunately, I can't at the moment. Like, I always have to do something, and it has a lot of cutscenes. I have to say that those are a little bit annoying, but it's just nice that I can take my time and I can explore the region. And I thought that I would hate that because I am like so bad with orientation. Like, I am terrible with maps, and I mean, no, I'm not terrible with maps. I can read a map and I can find my way. I just don't seem to remember how I got to places, you know? Is that a thing that you recognize? Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you what is on the route to my parents' house. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like, if I was driving on the highway, because that's basically what I have to do. I have to go to the highway, I have to drive on the highway until one certain exit, and then it's like a 10-minute drive. That's very easy. But if you were to ask me, what is the order of the exits? Like, which towns do you pass? I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like, I usually only recognize where I have to get off the moment that I'm there. I'm like, oh, here we are. I have the same in video games. Like, I am terrible with remembering where places are, how to get there. I always have to use the map, and it is a little bit confusing. In Sword and Shield, there's a wild area, and I always get lost in there. I always have to look at the map and see, like, where am I? Even though, like, some of the areas are, like, very distinctive. But for some reason, I'm just not able to distinguish them from each other and know how they are linked and where they are in relations to each other. And And so I have a little bit of trouble with that in Legends Arceus, but I think that it'll get better in time, and I might be able to actually like recognize places and know, oh, I'm here. So that's nice. It's really nice to have a map. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying the gameplay. I'm very bad at aiming. I've never been a very, like, I'm a very casual gamer. I don't really play difficult games. I then don't play a lot of games where like the reaction time is very important, or aiming, or you know, any of those hand-eye coordinated things, which was like my biggest worry. I was worried that when you battle a Pokemon, that it wouldn't be turn-based like it is in every other Pokemon game. I was afraid that it would be like, I don't know, just be as quick as you can and make combos and things like that. You know, the classic fighter style game, but I'm very grateful that it's not. I have a little bit of trouble when Pokemon can attack you as a player. They won't, you know, because you don't have your Pokemon out in the open. They're in the Pokeball, so they will attack you. And then you have to throw out your Pokemon so that it can battle the wild Pokemon. But that moment is so stressful for me. I'm like, it takes me a while to like aim at the Pokemon and throw the Pokeball and make sure that I don't miss. Because sometimes I just throw the Pokeball and my Pokemon is like, there is nothing here, and it comes back to me. And I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted. So I hope that that'll, you know, improve. But so far I'm very, very happy with Pokemon Legends Arceus, and it took me so long to buy this game. I heard nothing but positive reviews, but still I was very worried that I wouldn't like it. But I do. I actually really love it, and I'm looking forward to playing more today. There are like these noble Pokemon that you have to fight that are, I think, like more challenging Pokemon. I still have to battle the first noble Pokemon, so if you have played the game, that's where I am after like 4 hours of gameplay. So just know that I am a very slow gamer. I like to take my time and just, but that's what I like. I feel like you get a lot of time to just do whatever, you know. If I want to do a side quest, I will do a side quest. I was afraid that I would mind there is only one little village, but I don't. I like it. I like that there's just one village and that everything else is just like undiscovered lands almost. And maybe I will discover some places that have ruins and stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe. We'll see. So this is an early review. I got a message from a friend saying like, me and this other friend are waiting patiently for your review of Legends Arceus. So here it is. I know that this isn't like a video dedicated to it, but I hope that you still enjoyed my thoughts, and maybe my little review convinced you to buy and play Legend Arceus as well. If you do, let me know. I would love to talk more about it. Also, this video is turning into like a Pokemon video. Crocheting Pokemon. But yesterday it was the Toshini Community Day in Pokemon Go, and me and 2 friends met up to walk around the park and catch as many as we could, do some raids, and I had the best time. Like, it was so much fun. Also, my younger brother was so sweet. You could like buy a quest where you would have to, you know, do certain tasks and you would get certain rewards, and it was like €1, I think. But you could buy the quest for someone else, and so he bought it for me, which was so sweet. So thank you if you are watching this. I don't think you are, but that was super sweet, and it made my day a lot better. Not because of the quest, but just because of you thinking of me and knowing that that would make me happy. So it was just a good day. We also met my neighbor, who is apparently also a very active Pokemon Go player, which was just very nice, and I had a great time. We decided that we would do this more often. also watched the 3 most recent Doctor Who episodes. I watched the New Year special from 2022, so the beginning of 2022. Then I watched some other special, I guess, Easter maybe? And then I watched the final episode with Jodie Whittaker. And I have to say, those 3 episodes were really good. Like, I am not a huge fan of the recent Doctor Who episodes. I did not enjoy the first season with Jodie Whittaker as a doctor, which is a shame because I really wanted to like it a lot, but I just didn't. And unfortunately, I was not the only one. But they really stepped up their game in like the most recent episodes. And the plot twist at the end of the most recent episode is just mind-blowing. Like, they knew how to get the old viewers back. Like, wow. So if you haven't seen most of the newer Doctor Who episodes, if you haven't seen anything with Jodie Whittaker, or if you started watching the first season and you didn't like it, I highly recommend that you watch those 3 final episodes. There will be some things that you might not get, but that's okay. You know, that's totally fine. There aren't any major things that you have to know beforehand. You have to know who the Master is, but if you have seen Doctor Who, you know who the Master is. And you might want to know who the companions are, but really, you don't actually need to know. Like, you don't actually need to know. You can just watch those final 3 episodes, or you can just watch that final episode. I think the 3 episodes don't have anything to do with each other, you know, but they're really good. Like, they're very enjoyable. They are a lot more like the older Doctor Who, you know, like David Tennant and Matt Smith style, than they are like the Jodie Whittaker style. So I think you would enjoy them, and I think it would be nice to like hype yourself up, you know, to to watch that final episode, because it was very good. It was very good, and it is a shame that we have to wait a year for the next episode to come out, because next year is the 60th Doctor Who anniversary. And so that's going to be like a big special. Old characters are returning. Neil Patrick Harris will also be appearing. You know, it'll be something. You know, I am very, very curious to see what they will do, how they will handle the plot twist at the end. I will definitely be watching. I was a huge Doctor Who fan, and I remember when the 50th anniversary came out. It makes me feel super old. But I was 17 and I watched it in Canada with my host family, and I loved it. It was such a good experience. I then also watched it with some friends. And now I look forward to watching the 60th anniversary episode. I think it's going to be a good time. So I decided to go with 6 rows instead of just 4, and I think this is a good length. Now I'm going to fasten off. I will sew the ends together and make it so that it has like a little bit more of an interesting detail at the front. So what I want to do now is, what I remember from this video is that this person made a sort of S shape and then sewed this together, and then she flipped it like this so that this would be like the front of the headband, which I think looks really nice. I don't have a knitting needle, or not a knitting needle. I don't have like a proper needle for yarn. A yarn needle, that's the word I was looking for. So what I think I will do is I will just do this and use this as my needle and just kind of pull through. I am not entirely sure what the best course of action is, but we will see how this goes. I decided okay, so far so good, I would say. We still have the S shape. Maybe I should first sew these together, just like this, and then also like that. Maybe I should try that. And this is it. I will show you what it looks like when I try it on, but it'll be a little bit too big, but that's fine. Let's go to the mirror. So this is what it looks like on me. I think it looks pretty cute. Of course, it's a little bit too big for me, but I hope that this will be fine for my friend. And if it isn't, then I can probably make some adjustments so that it would fit her. I'm excited. I am excited to give this to her. Oh, there we go. It's too big, but I think it'll be fine for my friend. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this crochet and chat. I do really like making these videos. It makes me feel so very productive. I get to chat. I really like making these videos. I love to just kind of take you with me as I make something. This makes me feel so good about myself. Like, I'm making something sustainable. This is made entirely from scratch and with thrifted materials. And even if they weren't thrifted, I know that this is something that my friend wouldn't just throw away, I guess. And if she didn't like it, then she could always give it back to me and I could make it into something else. So, you know, I feel very sustainable. And so if sustainability and just DIY is something that you enjoy, then please subscribe to this channel. I upload every Wednesday, so I will see you next week. Bye!